27th April of 2022, Anaconda CEO Peter Wang had a new announcement on the PyCon US conducted in the same year. This new announcement could change the entire life of web developers. This had a potential to change how web developers work and how they manage time. It was the introduction of Pyscript. That all sounds great, but what is Pyscript, and how to install and use it, and whether it is time to dig a grave for Javascript? Let's find out. A thing to clarify over here, Pyscript is not Pyscriptor. And well, what is Pyscript? Well, it is just a HTML add-on which allowed you to run Python script in your web page. Meaning, you can run Python in your browser. As for why it is important though, well, you can do artificial intelligence stuff in your web page without breaking in sweat, or run Py games, or you can do data representation, and many more things. And don't get me wrong, you can do this thing in other languages like C++, but with Python, it is way easier and way more simpler than other languages. Well, there are two ways. Go to pyscript.net, click on the installation button in the same web page, copy the code given, go to the header section of your HTML file and paste it right there. That's it. You have now successfully installed Pyscript. Now, to actually write any Python script, go to the body section of your HTML file and over there, create a new header called Pyscript and just start writing any code, Python code you want, and now it will execute in your browser just fine. Well, short answer for it is no. It all boils down to the fundamental limitations of Python itself. Python is an interpreter language, meaning there is an additional layer of work that it has to do in order to execute your code. As a result, Python is 7 times slower compared to other languages like C++ or Java. What? This adds a lot of latency to your website, meaning it could bring some taking long time to load kind of problems in your website. And even the example code given in the Python website takes point to note here, there are a lot of factors which can affect this result, mainly CPU processing limit and the data limitations and internet connection speeds, and a lot of things are there. But considering a serious developer who will write a code for thousands of lines, this latency problem becomes a life-threatening issue, and it is worth considering these latency issues at that point. But there is still hope. Pyscript is still not a finished product, and it is in the development state as of now. And maybe in the future, these problems will be fixed, or some intelligent developers will find a way to get around this latency issue. I mean, Python in itself is 7 times slower than other languages, and that problem didn't stop people from using it for mainstream applications such as Reddit. That website is completely based on Python. No one in 1980s would have believed that such a slow language will be used in a mainstream purpose like Reddit, which is a pretty big website in itself as of today. So, as a conclusion, time can only answer this question. Can Pyscript replace JavaScript? Let me know in the comments what you think, and thank you for watching the video.